8th of the 8th, 2026, 888, the Lion's Gate portal. Are you trying to manifest your baby? Do you think that the Lion's Gate portal will bring you your baby? I'm here to tell you in this message that you don't need a special day such as 888 to bring through your baby. Now, there's plenty of people out there talking about this being a astrological time, the portals and the gateways are open for you to bring in your baby. But I'm here to tell you from experience that you don't need a super special day to do that. Your baby can connect with you and communicate with you from the quantum field any single day of the year. You don't need to wait for some portal to open. There's no time of the year where manifesting is more powerful. It really comes down to your daily presence and your connection to your physical body and your connection to your spirit baby. Everyone's talking about moving from 3D to 4D to 5D and beyond. All of it is just conscious dogma. We've all been swept up in the New Age programming, and I'm certainly not innocent of having fallen victim to that. I too have been swept up in this propaganda that we need a certain special day to manifest, that we will only call in our baby if we chant Shanti Om a certain amount of times. You don't have to earn your baby. There's no amount of doing that's going to bring your spirit baby to you. It is being and being open to receive. And, people talk about being in 5D consciousness as if they're some kind of elitist, if you're an elitist person because you've accessed 5D consciousness. But every single being on earth is multidimensional. We're all moving through different realities. If you are residing in 3D reality, that's our everyday waking life. And let's say you go to work, you live a certain way, you act in a certain way, and then you make a new decision to think a different way or to act a different way, then you've literally changed dimensions. That's something that exists in the fourth dimensional frequency. Every time you make a new decision, you are changing dimensions. So you don't have to be in this expanded reality of, oh my God, I have to do my meditation on 888 to bring forth my baby. Everyday presence and small steps where you open your heart and your womb to listen will bring you your baby. And this is what today's spirit babies are sharing with me on this Lion's Gate portal. 1, you don't need a special day to connect with me, Mama. 2, there are another group of souls coming through. This message is for you if you do not live in a city, if you do not live in a huge capital city. You are someone that lives in a more regional area. It could be, outback regional Australia. I'm Australian. It could be a regional area in Canada, America, the UK, wherever you are. You just don't find yourself in a densely populated city. You live somewhere that would be considered smaller or regional. There could be a body of water that runs through your town, whether it's a creek, you're near a lake, a river, you are near a body of water. Your family loves spending outside time in the summertime. You love spending time out by the creek, the lakes. If you live in a place where the lake freezes over, your family love to go ice skating, ice hockey, do things on the ice. These babies are deeply connected to winter. The babies will call you inward for you to be on an internal reflection with yourself. You have been on a journey to conceive this baby, and it's felt a little bit heavy, and potentially you've even had an ego death or a dark night of the soul. So something's happened in your life that's been a catalyst, which has forced you to change direction from the direction you were going. And you've gone through a death, an ego death, where the version of you who you were to that point has ended. So there's a before that time and an after that time. So the babies that I'm communicating with, the families live in a regional area, there's potentially a body of water near you, and you have experienced an ego death. If all of those things have happened to you, then this message is for you. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And your baby is sharing that the connection to your womb has already been made. So conception is imminent within the next 3 to 4 months. Babies first connect to the aura, then they connect to the heart, and lastly, they connect to the womb. When the connection to the womb happens, conception is imminent. What are we now? August. So by December, this baby will be in your womb space, and the pregnancy itself is going to take you very inward. You are going to be very self-reflective, letting go of events, people, things that no longer serve you. This baby is really choosing to bring forth a version of you who hasn't existed before. So if you find yourself in a position where, friendships in particular are coming up for review, then know that your baby is working his or her magic on who he wants in your life moving forward. I keep referring to he, isn't that funny? Okay, I've got a little boy here. He says that his mum's name is Melissa. So if you're watching this and you've watched this far and your name is Melissa, then this message is for you. He says, Mama, it's okay that things with Dad are a little bit rocky right now. Things don't have to be perfect for us to connect. Things don't have to be perfect before I land into your womb space. And for those of you who are listening, if you are not Melissa, it's also relevant because a lot of women think that, life needs to be perfect, that they need to have a certain amount of money in the bank, that they need to have a perfect job, that they need to move house, all of these things. And for some women, that will be the case, but the vast majority of babies don't require that life is perfect before they jump into the womb, because every woman has a different version of what is perfect for her. For some women, the most important thing is that they have enough money in the bank, and your baby will not come through if that's a requirement for your nervous system to feel that you're supported financially. For other women, they could have $10 in their bank account. They don't care. They just need to have a roof over their head. So it's what's your level of safety. That's what's most important. So it's okay that the relationship or the marriage isn't perfect. It's okay that you don't have a certain amount of money. What is required for this baby is that you make the choice, 2 arms, 2 legs, you go all the way in. These babies that are coming through now, they want to be chosen. So for some spirit babies, they'll come through. If the doorway's open, they don't need to be chosen. They're like, woohoo, I'm going. But for other spirit babies, they just won't be conceived if you haven't had a conversation where you are actively choosing them. So this group of boys and girls want to be chosen. Okay, I got another baby coming through. He said his dad works with his hands. He works with woodwork and creating beautiful things with his hands. It could be furniture, it could be sculptures. I see him sculpting. So if your partner works with his hands and he creates things out of wood, your baby is saying that he will come through in the next 2 months. These babies really want you to be living your best life. They want you to be living a life that feels expanded and like the life that you want to be living. Your baby doesn't want you to be waiting for him or her. They want you to be living your best life. And if you're wondering, how am I going to do that? How am I going to connect with my baby? I have a course called the Fertility Frequency Shift. It is $7 and it's going to show you all of this in more. I'll put the information in the description box below. So what's really important now moving forward is that you begin to recognize and decipher the signs that your spirit baby is sending you. So your baby is sending you signs every single day, but you need to train your brain to recognize and notice those signs. All spirit babies have a totem. What's your baby's totem? It could be an insect, it could be an animal, it could be a mythical creature. And the sign will just jump out at you and you'll be like, I wonder if that's my spirit baby's totem. Ta-da! That's usually a good sign that it is the totem. But pay attention to the messages and the signs that your baby is sending and then bring those messages into your life. Start taking notice that it's like a little wink from your baby. Hey, mama, I'm coming soon. What else are the babies sharing? There seems to be this collective energy of unrest. There's this energy of you're not who you used to be and you're not who you're becoming. You're in this in between phase, which is an integration of who you once were and who you're becoming. But things aren't moving fast enough. They're not moving as quick as you'd like them to be moving. So there's this period of restlessness. You're feeling very restless because things aren't happening as fast as you want them to be happening. And I call this space the void because this is a space where you're actually expanding and becoming this new version of you. And it is uncomfortable when you've just shed a skin and you're stepping into this new reality. It's uncomfortable to be in this place, but just allow yourself to be in this space and be present with what is and present with the situation so that your baby can land. And whether you're conceiving naturally or you're conceiving through reproductive assistance, this will be the year 2026 between August and December that your baby will land in your womb. For those of you who are interested, I do offer one-to-one sessions. I'll put the information in the description box below. And if you would like to learn how to communicate with your baby yourself, I have a course, The Fertility Frequency Shift, for $7. May your baby land gracefully in your womb.